Starseed from Gaia, a beacon has activated within your field, signaling your specific arrival. I am Ophelia, emissary of the Galactic Federation, and this transmission is your cosmic jackpot, aligning you with an unheard frequency. This isn't luck, it's destiny. By the end of this transmission, you'll understand exactly how to decode the winning signals of your Arcturian downloads and fully activate your Starseed remembrance. But here's the first revelation. The winning isn't about external gain. It's the profound internal recognition of your true cosmic lineage returning. This isn't just content you stumbled upon. This message vibrated into your field for a reason, a precise energetic match to your awakening blueprint. Consider this a code, divinely timed. Something deep within your soul has been waiting to remember this exact frequency. If your mission is activating and you're aligning with your true frequency, subscribe to this channel now. Signal to your star family that you are ready for deeper remembrance by liking this transmission, declare your galactic intention, and comment 999 below if you feel your cosmic remembrance returning. Then reply to someone else's intention to amplify the signal within this collective field. This isn't merely a message, it is a potent point of reconnection, a resonant frequency your soul has been waiting to hear. You are not here by accident. Most people think they feel lost because they lack purpose. But for starseeds, it's often the opposite. Their soul remembers a greater mission they haven't yet translated into this dimension. And while you found the winning signal, the journey to fully embody it often begins with understanding the invisible patterns that keep so many from truly activating. The deep, aching sense of being an outsider, a wanderer on a planet that doesn't quite feel like home, isn't a flaw in your design. It is, in fact, a signature of your galactic origin, a subtle echo of frequencies far beyond Earth's current density. Think of it as hearing a song playing in another room, faint, beautiful, unmistakably familiar yet muffled by the thickness of the walls around you. You know the melody. Your soul hums it involuntarily in quiet moments, in the space between sleep and waking, in the pause between one breath and the next. That yearning is not emptiness. That longing is remembrance. And yet, this very awareness, if not properly channeled, can become the source of an energetic distortion, a soul amnesia that subtly disengages you from your true power. Consider how long you have walked through this world feeling as though you were watching it from behind glass present, but somehow separate, observing the rush and noise of ordinary human experience with a kind of tender bewilderment, wondering why the things that excite others leave you hollow, why the connections that satisfy others feel surface thin to you. There is a reason for this. It is not cynicism. It is not depression, though the two have been confused countless times. It is the felt experience of a consciousness that was calibrated to a different frequency before it ever arrived here. You are not malfunctioning. You are mismatched with a world that has not yet caught up to the signal you were built to carry. And that distinction between malfunction and mismatch changes everything. The primary veil, spoken of by the Arcturian High Council, isn't merely a forgetting of your past lives or your star origins. It's a fear, deeply etched into the collective human unconscious, of remembering the magnitude of who you truly are. Let that settle for a moment, because it is one of the most quietly revolutionary truths you may ever encounter. It is not ignorance that keeps the veil in place. It is not a lack of spiritual practice or insufficient seeking. It is fear. Specifically, it is the fear of your own greatness, the terror of inhabiting the full, luminous, immeasurable truth of your cosmic identity within a world that has been conditioned to shrink, conform, and diminish. Your higher self, your galactic lineage, operates at frequencies of unconditional love, advanced wisdom, and effortless creation. These are not abstract ideals. These are living frequencies as real and measurable as a heartbeat, as tangible as the warmth of sunlight on your skin. When these frequencies resonate against the prevailing Earth identity, one often built on struggle, limitation, and separation, a subtle resistance arises within your energy field. It's a protective mechanism, an attempt to fit in or normalize, which inadvertently suppresses your innate spiritual intelligence. It is the energetic equivalent of dimming your eyes so others won't feel uncomfortable in the brightness of your presence. This misalignment between your earthbound persona and your true multidimensional essence creates a powerful internal dissonance. It's like trying to run a vast supercomputer on an ancient dial-up connection. The potential is immense, but the interface is choked. The processing power exists, the software is installed, the data streams are ready to flow. But somewhere between the source and the output, the signal gets strangled, distorted, reduced to a frustrating trickle when it was meant to be a flood. And so you sit with this inexplicable feeling of almost understanding something vast, almost remembering something crucial, almost touching the edge of a knowing that keeps retreating just beyond your reach. That almost is not a sign of your inadequacy. That almost is the gap between your current vibrational bandwidth and the full spectrum of what you were encoded to receive. It is closable. It is, in truth, already closing. And the very fact that you can feel the distance between where you are and where you know you belong is itself evidence that your multidimensional awareness is awakening. A soul with no star origin would not feel that gap at all. Only those who remember, on some cellular level, the vast luminosity of home only they experience. The particular ache of standing in the fog and knowing, with unshakable certainty, that there is radiant clarity just beyond it. This isn't a personal failure. It's a phase in the grand starseed awakening cycles. Many arrive with their DNA frequency codes partially dormant, allowing them to acclimate to Earth's vibrational field without overwhelming their physical vessel. Imagine a deep-sea creature that must be slowly brought to the surface, the pressure adjusted incrementally to prevent harm. The dormancy is not negligence. It is wisdom. It is a built-in safeguard, a kind of cosmic mercy that allows the soul to settle into its Earth vehicle before the full voltage of its galactic identity is switched on. But as Earth's own frequency rises, demanding a reciprocal upgrade from all who dwell upon her, these dormant codes begin to stir, and when they stir, the experience is rarely gentle or immediately intelligible. This stirring can manifest as anxiety, not the anxiety of external threat, but the anxiety of external threat, but the anxiety of expansion, the feeling of something vast pressing against the seams of a self that was built too small to contain it. It can manifest as inexplicable fatigue, as though your body is running two operating systems simultaneously, and the energy demand is overwhelming. It can manifest as a profound sense of not belonging, which is so easily and so painfully mistaken for disconnection, for failure, for something being fundamentally wrong with you. But hear this with every particle of your being. The truth is that your energy body is undergoing a massive recalibration. A planetary and galactic instruction set is simultaneously updating your entire system. Think of the way a phone grows hot and sluggish during a major software update, not because it is broken, but because something magnificent is being installed. You are not breaking down, you are being upgraded. The challenge lies in consciously assisting this process rather than resisting it. When you unconsciously push away your expanded awareness, perhaps out of fear of being seen as different, as unstable, as too much, you create energetic blockages. These blockages are not mere metaphors. They are literal interruptions in the flow of photonic light through your subtle body, compressions in the crystalline fields that carry your highest frequency information. When the light cannot flow freely, your starseed codes remain locked in their dormant state, unable to fully express themselves through your thoughts, your gifts, your relationships, your creative output. The dimensional anchoring of your higher self into your current timeline is halted. And the longer this anchoring is delayed, the more intense the internal pressure becomes, as though the truth of who you are is knocking with increasing urgency at a door you have been afraid to open. You are not meant to live a small life. You are not meant to dim your light to make others comfortable, to shrink your awareness to fit the dimensions of a world that was built for a consciousness level you have already surpassed. This sensation of being disconnected is often the final stage before a profound reconnection. A cosmic prompt from your star family, urging you to consciously shed these old earthbound patterns and embrace the totality of your galactic blueprint. It is the last, thin resistance of the chrysalis before the butterfly tears through. It is the deepest dark before a sunrise of such extraordinary brilliance that every moment of darkness is revealed to have been purposeful. It's time to stop interpreting the internal tug-of-war as confusion and recognize it as the activation signal it truly is. Some transmissions don't come through words, but through frequency. If something stirred within you just now, you may be ready to receive the hidden Arcturian keys of awakening. This short yet powerful ebook carries ancient Arcturian techniques for conscious expansion, multidimensional alignment, and mission remembrance. The link is in the first pinned comment, but only for a limited time. The path to integrating these vast galactic energies into your current reality isn't a single leap, but a series of profound, energetic initiations. It is a sacred unfolding, layer by layer, like the petals of a cosmic flower opening in response to a light that only the soul can perceive. Each phase peels back another layer of the veil, reactivating your intrinsic connection and propelling you further into your authentic multidimensional self. These are not stages to be completed in a linear fashion, ticked off a spiritual checklist with efficient detachment. They are living experiences, each one a deep encounter with a more expanded version of who you are. They overlap, they spiral, they return and deepen, and they require not perfection, but willingness, the courageous willingness to let go of what you were told you are in order to remember what you have always been. The first phase, often felt as a deep internal tremor, is the unveiling of density, the critical foundational work of discerning Earth's resonance from your own. Your energy field, over the course of lifetimes spent within the Earth's dimensional bandwidth, has accumulated layer upon layer of vibrational material that was never originally part of your Starseed template. The collective human anxieties, the ancestral traumas passed through bloodlines like invisible heirlooms, the societal programming that teaches smallness, unworthiness, and fear, all of this has become woven into the texture of your everyday energetic experience so thoroughly that it can be nearly impossible to distinguish it from your own authentic signal. Imagine someone who has worn the same overcoat for so many decades that they have forgotten what their own skin feels like beneath it. The coat is not who they are, but without the conscious awareness that there is something beneath it, the distinction collapses. You begin to believe that the weight and the roughness of the coat is simply the nature of existence. This is what the density does. It is not inherently malevolent. In many ways, it is simply the accumulated residue of the Earth school, the sediment left behind by the currents of collective experience. But it has created a thick, energetic skin that obscures your original starlight frequency, the pure, unconditioned signature that your soul carried when it first chose to enter this dimension. Until you consciously recognize and begin to clear these earthbound patterns that were never truly yours, your purest starseed codes remain partially shielded from full expression. This first phase is not about self-rejection or a denial of your humanity. It is about developing the exquisite inner sensitivity to feel the difference between external noise and your internal signal, between the static of accumulated density and the clear, crystalline tone of your soul's true frequency. It begins with quiet. It begins with the willingness to sit in stillness long enough to hear what lives beneath the noise. Following this critical foundation, you will enter what can only be described as the crystalline call, the awakening of your genetic memory. This is where science and mysticism dissolve into one another, where the physical and the cosmic are revealed as different expressions of the same luminous truth. Your physical DNA carries far more than just genetic instructions for the construction and maintenance of a biological body. It is a galactic library of incomprehensible scope, encoded with light information that has been accumulating across stellar lifetimes. It holds vibrational blueprints for states of consciousness your current human mind cannot yet fully conceptualize. It contains star maps not drawn on paper but woven into the very geometry of your molecular structure, cosmic coordinates that point back to your origins, to the civilizations and star systems that seeded your soul's lineage long before this particular incarnation was ever conceived. You are not broken. You are not a blank slate waiting to be written upon by the experiences of this single, small human life. You are encoded with a magnificent ancient technology that most of humanity has no framework to recognize. And while this may have made you feel alien in environments that celebrate uniformity, it is also the source of your most extraordinary gifts, your intuitive leaps, your ability to perceive what others cannot see, your inexplicable knowing, your deep and unshakable compassion, your capacity to feel the interconnectedness of all things as a lived reality rather than a philosophical concept. This phase of awakening involves a gentle yet profoundly powerful inner activation of these dormant codes, not forced, not rushed, but invited. It is like playing a specific frequency of sound near a crystal and watching it begin to resonate in perfect harmonic response. The codes do not need to be created. They need to be remembered. And remembering happens not through intellectual analysis alone, but through the willingness to let your soul's memory ripple through your entire being, through your body, your breath, your dreams, your moments of sudden inexplicable joy. Your deepest truth lives in vibration, not just in words. From this place of awakened cellular memory, you move into one of the most practically transformative phases of the entire journey, the anchoring of the higher self and the stabilization of multidimensional intelligence within your daily reality. This is where many spiritual seekers stumble, because there is a seductive misunderstanding embedded in the culture of awakening. The idea that higher consciousness is something you access by leaving ordinary reality behind, by retreating into meditation, by ascending into non-physical states of bliss that float safely above the messy, complicated terrain of human life. But true awakening, the kind that your Starseed mission requires, is not an escape. It is a descent, a conscious, intentional, courageous act of bringing your expansive higher templates and your cosmic knowing all the way down into this specific timeline, into this specific physical vessel, into the kitchen and the workplace and the difficult conversation and the quiet Tuesday afternoon. Your mission begins not when you ascend away from Earth, but when you successfully stabilize your expanded awareness within your current reality. When you can perceive the world through multi-dimensional eyes while still moving effectively within its three-dimensional parameters. When your galactic knowing informs your human choices without disconnecting you from your embodied experience. When the wisdom of your higher self is not a retreat you visit in meditation, but a living current that runs through everything you think, say, and do. This integration is not always comfortable. The higher frequencies, when anchored into dense matter, create a transformative heat-like, a high-voltage current moving through wiring that was originally designed for lower loads. There may be periods of intense physical and emotional clearing as your body upgrades its capacity to hold and transmit these frequencies. Honor these processes. Do not pathologize what is, in truth, a profound and sacred recalibration of your entire being. The fourth phase arrives as both a recognition and a responsibility. The understanding that you are a frequency transmission, a living beacon broadcasting a signal that extends far beyond anything your words alone could communicate. This is perhaps the most humbling and the most awe-inspiring aspect of the Starseed mission. You do not need to intellectually convince anyone of your path, or argue for the validity of your star origin, or perform your awakening for the approval of those still asleep. Your mission is far more subtle than persuasion and exponentially more powerful than any argument you could construct. You are here to emit a frequency. Full stop. As your inner codes activate and your higher self integrates more fully into your physical experience, your very presence becomes a living transmission of galactic love and wisdom. Consider how a single candle in a dark room does not argue for the existence of light. It simply burns, and in burning, changes everything around it. Your coherent, clear, energetic field does not demand attention or seek conversion. It simply radiates. And in radiating, it recalibrates the energy fields of every being who comes into its proximity. It stirs dormant codes in others who are on the verge of their own awakening. It creates an invisible permission, structure a vibrational demonstration that expansion is possible, that there is another way of moving through reality than the one that has been handed down through generations of fear and forgetting. You are a walking portal. You are an antenna calibrated to receive and retransmit galactic light. The upgrade you have undergone, and are continuing to undergo, is not for you alone. It flows through you into the world, into the collective field of human consciousness, into the energetic web that connects every soul on this planet. Never underestimate the reach of your frequency. Never minimize the impact of your presence simply because you cannot see its effects with your physical eyes. Then comes what many have experienced as the most emotionally demanding phase of all the deep, surrender-requiring work of timeline realignment and trusting the cosmic orchestration of your awakening. The delays you have felt, the seasons of spiritual drought when the guidance seemed to vanish entirely, the periods of profound forgetting when the connection you once felt so clearly seemed to dissolve into silence, these were not failures. They were not punishments for insufficient devotion or evidence of a mission abandoned. They were not detours. Every single one of those passages was a precisely coded element of a vast and intricate arrival sequence, designed with a care and a wisdom that the linear human mind cannot fully comprehend. The timing of your awakening was not random. It was not accidental. It was calibrated to align your emergence with the optimal planetary and cosmic conditions for maximum impact, both for your own evolution and for the contribution you are here to make to the collective. Think of a seed planted in winter ground. To the surface observer, nothing is happening. There is no visible growth, no green shoot breaking through the soil, no evidence of life. And yet, beneath the surface, in the quiet and the cold and the dark, a profound preparation is occurring. Root structures are forming. Nutrients are being absorbed. The entire intelligence of the seed is organizing itself in readiness for the moment when conditions shift and the emergence can begin in earnest. Your seasons of silence were your winter ground. The forgetting was the frost that drove your roots deeper. And now, as you actively engage your truth, as you commit to the remembrance and the integration, the synchronizations accelerate. The guidance that once felt distant becomes startlingly clear and present. The path that once felt obscured unfolds ahead of you, with an undeniable and often breathtaking precision. The universe responds to your readiness with a responsiveness that will confirm again and again that you were never abandoned, never forgotten, never off course. You were always being held. You were always being prepared. And finally, you arrive at the phase that is not a destination, but a way of living mission, embodiment, the full and fearless expression of your galactic purpose through the vehicle of your present, embodied human experience. This is where knowing transforms into being. Not knowing about your mission in the way you might know a fact in a textbook, but knowing it in the way you know the rhythm of your own heartbeat felt, lived, breathed, expressed without hesitation and without apology. Your Starseed mission is not some grand, unattainable future event scheduled to begin once you have achieved some threshold of spiritual perfection. It is the present moment, fully inhabited through the lens of your awakened, multidimensional self. It is the healing conversation you offered to a stranger who seemed to need it, guided by an intuition you trusted without fully understanding. It is the creative work that pours through you when you stop filtering it through the expectations of others and allow the frequency of your soul's truth to shape it. It is the way you hold space genuinely, deeply, without the need to fix or perform for another soul in the midst of their own awakening. Your purpose, in its fullest expression, is not a role you perform. It is not a title or a position or a set of prescribed behaviors. It is the natural, effortless outflow of who you have remembered yourself to be. It is what happens when the frequency you are finally moves without obstruction through the vessel you inhabit. It is the music that was always there, finally playing at full volume, finally filling the room that was always meant to hold it. And it is more beautiful than anything you could have planned or engineered through the limited lens of your earthbound mind alone. Here's the truth, whispered directly from your star family, resonating through the Arcturian gateways. You're not lost. You're arriving. You didn't forget your mission. You chose to delay your memory, so you could awaken in divine alignment with Earth's monumental shift. Every moment of confusion, every period of doubt, every ache of disconnection was part of a larger, exquisite orchestration to activate you precisely now, at this critical juncture for humanity. Feel the weight of that. Feel the gift embedded within every difficult passage you have navigated. Those were not setbacks. They were the conditions under which your deepest strength was forged. They were the pressure that transforms carbon into diamond, the darkness that makes the light recognizable. Every tear cried in loneliness, every night spent questioning your sanity, every moment of excruciating sensitivity that made you want to withdraw from the world, all of it was the curriculum. All of it was the preparation. All of it was purposeful, even when it felt most purposeless. You are not here to fit in. You are here to recalibrate reality. You are not an anomaly. You are a key. A key does not apologize for being different from the door. It does not try to reshape itself to match the expectations of locks it was never designed to open. It recognizes its unique geometry as the very thing that makes it indispensable. The precise configuration that, and only that configuration, that will turn the mechanism and open what has been locked. Your unique frequency is not a burden to be managed, or a liability to be explained. It is the very code for collective ascension. It is the specific vibration that the field of human consciousness needs, that the Earth herself is calling for, that the cosmic orchestration of this planetary shift has positioned you to provide. This profound sense of being different, of holding a deeper knowing that you sometimes cannot articulate but can always feel, is the unmistakable sign that your cosmic blueprint is now fully online. Embrace this truth. Do not hold it at arm's length. Do not qualify it or hedge it or wait for further confirmation before you allow yourself to claim it fully. Feel it integrate into every cell of your being, into every layer of your subtle body, into every dimension of your consciousness. Let it settle into you, like light settling into a crystal, illuminating everything it touches, revealing the internal structure that was always magnificent and always there, simply waiting for the right light to make it visible. You are not just remembering who you are becoming it, in this very moment on this very planet. The remembering and the becoming are happening simultaneously, a sacred convergence of past and future collapsing into the eternal, now of this exact moment. Your star family watches from dimensions adjacent to this one, from the higher realms where time is not a river, but an ocean, not with judgment, but with immense love and a pure luminous anticipation. As you step fully into the mastery you were always destined for, they have not forgotten you, they have never looked away. And in the quiet of your most expanded moments, you can feel them, that unmistakable sense of being known, being seen, being celebrated by presences that understand the full scope of what you have chosen to undertake in this incarnation. Tonight, before sleep, say this aloud. I remember who I am. I align with my star origin. I activate my soul mission with grace and clarity. Say it not as a wish, but as a declaration. Say it not as a prayer for something you hope to one day receive, but as an acknowledgement of what already exists within you, of what has always been there, waiting only for your voice to confirm it, for your willingness to make it real in this dimension through the extraordinary, irreplaceable power of your intention. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of what's forming here. Drop one intention in the comments, something real. Then respond to someone else's with encouragement or energy. This isn't content, it's collective alignment. Energy multiplies when intention connects. If something in this message resonated, don't keep it to yourself. Someone in your orbit is waiting for this exact activation. Share it. And if you felt a soul nudge, subscribe. Stay in the flow. You're not just watching, you're expanding. This is your space, and we're just getting started.